Hello everybody and welcome back to Football Manager 2022 with the Botafogo rebuild, and let's dive straight into the game, shall we? Because, well, the shackles are loose and we've got some signings lined up already. So if we look into the transfers, we've got one out, which was Ronald McDonald. He's still going. We've not cancelled that one, but we have agreed a deal, a permanent deal for Jonathan Silva, who's been our left back, sort of competing with Carlinhos. He's joining. He's joining us. It's agreed. It's a done deal. He has been phenomenal. 7.22, 7 assists in 18 games. It says in Serie A. We know it's not because it includes the Rio State and stuff as well. But yeah, he's been absolutely brilliant, and he is joining us for a cut price fee of 425k. So yes, I'm very, very happy with that one, because he could be up to 1.2 million in terms of value, and he's been absolutely brilliant for us. So very happy to get Jonathan Silva in. It's give us a bit more long-term longevity at left back, when that Carlinhos is like 34, 35, and this guy's 24. So he is the first one who's confirmed as a new signing for Botafogo, and the next one is a youngster who's not amazing, but I'm going on the dependency of the pretty good scouts that we've brought in who say he's going to be 5-star potential. A superb signing for the future. Marco Antonio comes in, and he's got some solid starting attributes, which I don't mind the look of, to be honest. Looking at his history, he's done pretty well in Serie B for Cruzeiro. 13 appearances, 1 goal, 2 assists and a 6.78. He will come in and give sort of competition to Vitinho and Juninho. And then we got to start thinking about, right, we're allowed to spend money now. You guys, well, you didn't all agree, but you guys had the majority vote that said this is, we can spend money. We can have no restrictions on how we do transfers, who we can bring in and things like that. So I'm thinking we try and move on / don't renew contracts of these people that are really old. So Joel Carley, a bit of a legend at the club at 35. You know, hopefully he'll just drift off into retirement and we don't have to worry about it. Gatito Fernandez at 34 means we probably do need a backup another goalkeeper coming in, because Diego Lierio isn't too bad. I struggled to say his name. It's a bit of a tongue twister, but he's not too bad. But in terms of, you know, played 12, conceded 12, 6.9, he is quite a way short of a Gatito Fernandez, who is just so much better. If you don't look at the pace side of things, Gatito Fernandez is generally better, although he's conceded 17 and 11 and got a 6.79. So maybe I'm lying, but I think you can see from the attributes that Gatito Fernandez is quite a step above. So maybe a new goalkeeper. Then we look at where else? Okay, 31, I can deal with having 31-year-olds. It's mainly when they get to like 34, my sort of age, 34, 35, I'm sort of like, nah, you're too old to be a starting player now, and you're very definitely too old to be earning like £12,500 a week. So, yeah, we got rid of that. Ironically, I lined up a deal for Mark Noble and then realised I don't want him. He's 35. So, yeah. So we'll see. We'll see how that's going. I'm not too sure where you guys think we need to reinforce and where we need to bring in new players. Let me know. I sort of feel like there's a few loanies, like Keikui I don't think will stay. I think Felipe Ferreira has been a good squad player, but bringing in Marco Antonio is going to be pretty good. And Diego Goncalves, he just continually has really bad ratings for training, so I just want to get rid of him. He's obviously not up to it. I'm very tempted to just terminate his loan. Yeah, we're going to be ruthless. We're going to be ruthless and say, if you don't train well, you're out of here. See you later, mate. You're heading back. You're going back. And Wendell Lesser is another one who I don't think we're going to make it permanent, to be honest. I don't think there's much need to. For 70k, it might be worth it, according that he's only 20, but susceptible to injury, one-footed, not very good, not really going to improve too much, although it does say 4-star and could be a Serie A central midfielder in the future. I just sort of feel like the youngsters we have in our team already are probably going to do a better job, and given the fact we're Barreto's only 26 and he's been playing quite well in that position. We've got Breno in there as well, who's a right back / centre mid. This guy, 21 years old. I'd like to get him a few more games. So yeah, we'll see. I think fullbacks are an issue for us potentially. Daniel Borges has been pretty good when he plays, but at 29, I'm just not sure. I think there might be some different options out there for us. And again, not going to improve. Not amazing. He's good at a sort of Serie B level. So it'll be interesting. It'll be very interesting, and I'm intrigued to know what you want. Like, do we go out and get a new striker? to try and partner Nascimento up front in this sort of asymmetric, lopsided 4-2-2-2 we've got going on? Or do we bring someone in that says, okay, Nascimento can be the backup to our main striker, and we go all out to try and bring in a new striker that's going to guarantee us goals? But yeah, I don't know. I'm interested. Let me know down below. Right, previous results then. Into the schedule, and we have been playing pretty well, to be honest. The last game was the league opener, I think it was. We played quite a few since then, but yeah, we came back. That's not even the league opener, that's the Rio State Championship. That's the league opener. A 3-0 win over Santos was followed up by a 1-0 loss against Atletico Paranaense, which was really annoying. According, they got a man sent off and we couldn't capitalise on that. We did follow that up with a 5-2 victory over America Mineiro, and that was good. So Vinicius Lopez, Klaus, Juninho, Che and Diego Goncalves. We get a 3-0 win against Atletico Gironese. Luis Fernando with a penalty, Breno and Vinicius Lopez in the 92nd minute. A 2-1 win over Cubaya, Juninho and Vinicius Lopez. Avaya score, we won 4-2, sorry. Vinicius Lopez, Nascimento and Barreto scoring. Nascimento getting a brace. That was his return from international duty, which was very exciting. Basically, straight after the opening game of the season, he went on the Brazil under-21 circuit, came back, scored 2 to celebrate, which was all good fun. A 4-3 win against Fluminense, our Rio rivals, won in the 94th minute by Che, which was delightful to see, absolutely delightful. But we have just lost 2-1 to Chiara, I don't know how you would say that, but yes, we have just lost, and it was only a 93rd minute consolation goal that we got in that one through Mateus Nascimento. Luis Fernando did miss a penalty early on, but I'm hoping we can turn that form around, because today we're going to be playing Goiás, and if we get enough time, we'll be playing ABC FC, which, as I've said previously, is an amazing name of a club, ABC FC. Not too sure what it stands for. Do we get a knowledge to say, what does that actually stand for? I don't think we do. But anyway, there you go. So the league itself is looking pretty good, as you would imagine, with results like that. Played 8, won 6, lost 2, 18 points. We are 1 point behind Flamengo, who have played 8, won 6, drawn 1, lost 1. Their goal difference is better than us. And Sao Paulo are hot on our trails with 5 wins and 3 draws, not losing a game. So it's going to be pretty close at the top. A few bad results could see us tumble away. A few good results could see us top the table. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how this goes. But let's crack into the game. There was one person I was potentially eyeing up. I'm not on game day again. Second episode in a row I've done this. We'll have a little chat while we're doing it. There was one player I'm potentially eyeing up to bring in, and it's not Jan Couto, although he does look very good from Benfica. We'll have to... he's on loan from Man City, so we're maybe going to look to bring him on loan when his loan expires. We'll have to wait and see. But yes, brother of Rafael, twin of Rafael, actually, Fabio is someone I'm looking at potentially bringing in for a bit of fullback cover. He's 31, but he can play right and left back, and he can play the inverted role on both sides as well, which is always useful if we want to mix it up. So, yeah. And it's all, having a twin... having the twins would be amazing. The Da Silva twins would be absolutely epic, I feel like. But I will wait and depend on what you guys say, and then see how the team is actually lining up as well when we get rid of all the loans, and maybe decide who we're going to get rid of and who we're going to keep and stuff like that. We'll have to sort it out. But yes, we rotated the team a little bit in the last game. But yeah, let's sort the team out and we'll be right back. Okay, so a few little knocks here and there means a couple of changes. Gatito Fernandez starts in goal. Daniel Borges comes in at right back. Carnu and Joel Carley is the centre-back partnership with Jonathan Silva on the left. Barreto and Breno are going to play in the middle for this one. Felipe Ferreira on the right. Juninho in behind Nascimento and Che. So a little bit of a mixing up of the lineup. It'll be interesting to see how Daniel Borges gets on in the inverted wing-back, sort of covering for Breno. And, yeah, I said we're probably going to sell Joel Carley and probably Daniel Borges, and they're both starting in this game. So hopefully they haven't picked up the voice through this thing, and that's only you guys that are hearing that. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But let's get into the game. We are on decent form. We're asking a lot of Nascimento and a lot of Che up front in this partnership, and Che really does do well in the dropping deep role. Coming to get the ball, he drops down and allows Nascimento to run into the space behind him. So, they've lost 4 of the last 5. I'm expecting us to pile on the misery and get the win. So we'll go with the faith stuff, and let's see how we get on. We're going to send the assistants to the team talks because they're all very repetitive and boring. But much like I imagine they are in real life, if you're a proper manager, I imagine team talks and conferences, not team talks, sorry, press conferences are very, very dull. But we're on the back foot to start, as Elvis has it, in the middle, as Carvalho. That was a bit more French than Elvis, wasn't it? Like that. I meant, what does Elvis do? I can't remember. What does Elvis do? Oh, thank you very much. Like that. That's Elvis, isn't it? That's a bit more Elvis-y than French. Borges throws it into Ferreira. Borges into Juninho. Back to Borges, and he can't quite get his cross in. Breno takes over. Now he's got space, surely, to whip that cross in. It's looped to the back post. It's going to go all the way over to Jonathan Silva, and who is soon to be a newly crowned, fully fledged Botafogo player. Breno. I mean, we've kept the ball. I would say the crosses have arguably been absolutely terrible. As Barreto into Che. Back to Barreto. Jonathan Silva's got loads of space on this left-hand side again. We're ignoring him, although Juninho's put a lovely ball out to him. Crosses it in. Nascimento's there. The flying kick volley. Referee's checking it for an offside. And it has been disallowed. And Jonathan Silva was offside, not Nascimento. So it must have been this ball through here from Juninho. Oh, no way! Never off, referee. Never, ever off. 0-0 it remains. Let's demand a bit more, because we should be winning this game. We are the better team in the league, as Marcus Jr. goes down under a tackle from Jonathan Silva. These normally end in goals when you don't see any of the build-up. It just comes back for a free kick. And Thiago Neves puts it wide. So that's proved me wrong. Thank you, Football Manager, for making me look like a fool. 25 minutes gone. We're edging. Well, we're not even really edging the game. Well, we're edging the game now. Again, Football Manager making me look like a tit. But yeah, we're doing all right. Let's encourage them. Come on, boys. Come on. 6.4 up front. 6.5 on the win. 6.5. We're really not getting into this game at all. We simply have to be better in front of goal. And that Carnu didn't like that team talk for some reason. Nascimento. Need to get some consistency in your life, son. Need to get some consistency. We're going to leave it as it is. We're going to go out there and tell everyone to basically buck their ideas up. And go with that. So we have a throw in. Borges into Ferreira. Borges cross in. Keeper misses it. Nascimento's there. He does sort his life out. He does sort his consistency out. And he gets another goal. And that's lovely. Keeper was absolutely nowhere. Daniel Borges throws it in. Ferreira just to lay it back to him. First time cross. Keeper comes. Ta-da. Misses the ball. And Nascimento just with a free header at the back post. 1-0. To Botafogo, and that deserves some praise, because we are 1-0 up, and that is always good. Yeah, both centre-backs not playing very well. Carnu is actually tired, so he's going to come off to be replaced by Enrique Luro, who's a promising young centre-back, but every time he's played, he's never got a good rating. So I'm bringing him on and seeing if he can do the ball-playing role better than the normal centre-back role, which is where he normally plays. But yeah, we've got a lot of struggling things here. I think we're going to take off the right winger. No, we're not. We're going to take off Che up front, and we're going to bring on the other youngster, because all of our strikers are young, Gabriel Conceição, on the left-hand side. He's more suited to playing this advanced forward role, but we're going to try him out as the deep-lying forward. And we are going to do Felipe Ferreira, which is a wonderful name to say. And Ronald McDonald, the player who's leaving in this summer window. Is it still the summer window in Brazil? I guess it's still summer in Brazil, although they're southern hemisphere, so it might be winter. Is it winter or is it summer? I don't know. Let me know down below. As they've put a ball through. Fernando's on, and Gatito Fernandez with a good save. And that really probably should have been 1-1. So we're going to drop down to positive just slightly. Here is Daniel Borges on the right-hand side. Up it goes to Ronald McDonald, who gives it away like he was giving away a free Big Mac. Fernando out to Dieguinho. Dieguinho, long looping cross in. Vinicius with a header, and that should be easy for either Casito to save it and catch it, or watch it over the bar like he did. And with 4 minutes added on time, and about half of that time to go, Fernando has curled an absolute beauty from the edge of the box. What a complete knobhead. Why has he done that? What gave him the right? What has given him the right to score an absolute wonder goal against us? That is unbelievable, that finish. Even in Football Manager, you can tell that's a wonderful goal. I mean, to be honest, they deserve it. They played quite well in that second half. They had more shots on target, more XG. We had the only clear-cut chance, which was the header we scored. Yeah, I mean, that's two pretty shocking results. We weren't good enough. Simple as that. We've got to improve. I mean, it was a fantastic goal, but I don't really want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. What's his long shots? 9-13. I mean, technique 7-11. Finishing 11-14 is pretty good. Composure's good. I guess he's probably got that in his locker, hasn't he? 35 years old, and he's banging it in the top corner like that. Unbelievable finish. Absolutely unbelievable. Annoying, if anything, more than unbelievable. More annoying. I'm more annoyed by it. Right, we're going to come back for the cup game, the first leg of the cup against ABC FC. We will see you then. It's only 2 days away. Okay, here we are then. A few tired legs, and I think this is the team we're going to go for. It's a bit of a mixture of like your classic players and your non-classic players. Diego Lierio we're going to give a go in goal because we should be winning this game. At the back we're going to go Vitor Menino, Klaus Reidsen and Rafael on the left-hand side this time. Keikwi and Wendell Lessel, so the Loney partnership in the middle. Luis Fernando on the right, Vitinho in behind Ennio and Gabriel Conceição. Now Ennio, 21 years old, got a lot of good things about him here. Good dribbling, good first touch, passing, technique, pace, acceleration is all good. Decisions is good. Composure at 12, finishing at 11 for an advanced forward, not too sure about. Passing at 13, I'm quite tempted to change these two over and put Gabriel Conceição just through the middle with pace, acceleration, finishing. Lacks the composure, but his passing is so much worse that I sort of feel like getting Ennio involved in this sort of deeper lying role might make a little bit more sense. And obviously we need to get the ball out to like Rafael on the left more than probably the right, I would say, or at least get Rafael on the left swinging crosses in if we can. But what we're going to do is we're going to just mix this up for this game because I don't really trust Vitor Menino, who has a reasonable left foot and a very strong right foot similar to Rafael, but I think he lacks the attributes to be an inverted wing-back, so we're actually going to do it on this side with Rafael on support and just see. I'm interested to see if we lack something over here, because without Rafael's going to want to come in and Ennio's going to want to drop, and it's going to be interesting to see if it works. But we're going to try it, and I sort of feel like this is the game to try it. A cup game against a sort of lower league team. We should be okay. We've still got quite a good team out there. Just need to make sure we don't get too complacent. So I am going to say we should be winning this game, and then we're going to pump the fist. No, we're not. We're going to point the finger and say we need a strong defence, we need to dominate the midfield, and we need to give us an edge in attack. And it's a lot of pressure on little Ennio. He's not played too many games for us, but it's a different sort of lineup. It's going to give a few people a chance to see what we can do. And really, it's a game we should be dominating. But at the moment, it doesn't look that way. We're having more shots, but we're not really getting any highlight. Well, we're not getting it. It's not really getting any highlights. We're not getting any highlights. This is live. But yeah, it's interesting to see what's happening here. And the answer to that is not very much, as Fernando goes off injured, and when Lasso puts it in, it's headed away and Guilherme can run forward, and they're technically going to have like a 3-on-2 if they work this well enough. We've got numbers back as Wallison into Juninho, Bruno Matias, Guilherme into Falcao. Antonio Falcao puts it past the post, and we really do need to be playing better here, chaps. That's their only shot. We've had 9 with 5 on target, but clearly none of them are brilliant because we're not getting the highlights. I'm just thinking, stop working it into the box, passing it into space. Let's try and whip those crosses in and just keep the ball a little bit more. Don't put it into space. Don't go for the pace in behind. They're obviously covering that quite well, so hopefully this will allow us to get a few more shots off from maybe the edge of the box and at least test the goalkeeper with some decent efforts, as they do go back to their goalkeeper, Mateus Nogueira, which is a good name, Juninho, Renato, back to Juninho, Bruno Mateus, Juninho again, long ball, and I mean, Klaus hasn't even gone for the header there, and this is our backup right back under a bit of trouble, into Jefinho. Falcao gets round Rafael with a good bit of skill. Falcao into the box, lays it across, it's 1-0, and Jefinho, which is a fantastic name, has put ABCFC 1-0 up, which is absolutely shocking. Jefinho out to Falcao. He got round the challenger Rafael and just cut it back across. Jefinho not really well marked by Klaus. Puts it in the middle of the goal because Diego Lierio is terrible. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Well done, chaps. We're 1-0 down to a lower league team at home. who've only had 2 shots on target. Brilliant. We're better than this. Thrash the arms. What was that? I'm not saying we're better than this. I'm saying what on earth was that? Some poor ratings all over the place. We've got an injury to Luis Fernando, which is not what we want because he is actually a starting player for us. I don't really want to bring on Ronald McDonald. Okay, I don't think this is working. We're going to go back to the normal take 2. We've got an inverted winger over here. Raphael bombing on the left. We are going to, though, get them wider. Let's make them spread out a bit and see if we can put the ball spread them out and then make the ball do the work, bringing it back into the middle. I think that's the plan. Anyone playing? I mean, Luis Fernando on a 6.4 and injured is not the best. Felipe Ferreira, who's a little bit tired, is going to come on for him because it just makes sense. Keep the width, keep them working hard. Get the chances. They will come. Demand more straight away. 5 minutes into the second half, nothing's happened. We've got a throw in. Raphael, captain for the day. Ennio, back into Raphael. Back to Ennio. Cross in. Back post. Ferreira keeps it alive. Lessel is there. He's put it past the post. And, Wendell Lessel is not brilliant. So we're going to change these round. In fact, because Kekui is having a shocking game. We're going to bring on the more reliable Breno in there. He's not fully fit, but we are 1-0 down. It is only the first leg, so there are chances to get back into this. But ideally, at home to a lower league team, we should be winning. Mateus Nogueira in goal. Almeo gives it back to him. Long clearance. We should win that header, and Raphael does. Wendell Lesser into Raphael again. Riedson into Raphael. Nice little, slow build up, thinking about it. Breno picks out Raphael. That's what we needed. Raphael da Silva, ball in, back post. Ferreira's there, hits it, bottom corner. It's actually gone in off Gabriel Conceição, the youngster. And it is 1-1, and we're back in with it. And it looked like it just sort of hit him, but maybe he did stick out a foot. We'll see it on the replay. Raphael got to the byline, cut it back onto that right foot. Ferreira hits it. Wow, he was going for goal, and Conceição was sort of done one of them. And flicked it in with his head. 1-1 is much better. And now we've got a corner. Marino puts it in it goes. Headers away. He'll come back to Vitor Marino, the right back, into Wendell Lesser. Fabio Ferreira at the back post again. And that's a penalty. He's gone sliding through him. Although the commentary say it looks like a dive. There's no VAR, apparently. It's been given. And Ennio, the youngster, stepping up, fires it bottom corner. Confidence on this boy. The confidence on this boy. 2-1, we've turned it around. And that is very, very nice. We're going to do some subs because Riedson is on a 6.4, which is just absolutely shocking. Henrico Luro can come on for him. And Vitinho, in the same instant, is going to come on to be replaced by our own Juninho. With 15 minutes to go. I mean, they've only had 2 shots on target. We have absolutely bossed them. We have now scored in line with what our XG was predicting. Our XG before this highlight was 2.08. So I'm hoping that, if we get another one here. Anyway, what a touch that is to bring it down. This boy might be pretty good. Into Conceição, and it's 3. It's 3. It was never in doubt. Gabriel Conceição gets another one. And Ennio, this touch, we might have to keep an eye on this boy. Maybe we don't buy a striker because we've got such good youngsters in our ranks as Conceição gets it. Lovely finish on the left foot at the near post. But there we go. So Ennio's picked up 1. Conceição's got 2. We had to bring on a bit of the big guns for the reinforcements. But we're going to be taking a comfortable, I would say, looking at the stats, a comfortable 3-1 victory into the second leg. And that was good. And the commentary credited our team talk. So thrashing the arms, going in like that, telling them they've been crap was good. So we'll say very well done. A good win and a reasonably successful episode, I would say. The draw with Guayas isn't brilliant, but we are still third, and they want us to finish basically between 13th and 8th is what the board actually want us to do to get into the Copa Sudamerica. But we're aiming for the Copa Libertadores. That's what we want to win to get into the Club World Cup. But yes, you can't be too mad at an episode like that. A draw and a win, pretty good. Felipe Ferreira not having a good training week, but yeah, they were hammered by us. ABCFC need to go back to school to learn their ABCs and how to play football. Ennio, man of the match, 1 goal, 1 assist, lovely stuff. And Raphael says he knows what Dave Nichols knows what he's doing. when he comes in and berates us with his arms waving around and he can't control them. He knows. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. We will be back in another episode further down the line. We have got a really tough run of fixtures coming up. Palmeiras, Sao Paulo, Juventude, Corinthians, Flamengo. It will probably be the double header of Corinthians and Flamengo we'll come back for next, because two big teams that we need to try and beat to secure our place in the Serie A top spot. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and give me a comment. But for now, I'm out. Cheers.